Send to.
Hopefully, all this super soldier talk gets us to Weapon X. That'd be really cool.
I think it might be leading that way. But hey, we are live, and
hey,
we are here. It's James and Justin, aka Comics for Cheap and Comic Talks, and we are here to discuss the newest episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode number 3, which is now streaming on Disney Plus. Of course, spoiler alert for anyone who has not viewed all 3 episodes. Please do so before continuing on in our stream. And let's just jump into it, man. So I really enjoyed this episode a lot. I watched it twice, pretty much twice in a row, and I was geeking out about it. I loved it.
Oh man, this is like everything I wanted that I didn't know I wanted. I was happy we got to see Madripoor in its colorful glory.
Madripoor was definitely cool. So many X-Men. I guess they call them Easter eggs. Easter eggs. Yeah, so many X-Men Easter eggs in this episode that it was like between Madripoor, how they dress up Sam was definitely a little Easter eggy, and I think there was another one that was definitely like related to the Weapons Plus program that's going on with the super soldier serum.
Oh, yeah. Did you say we had Easter eggs?
Oh. Well,
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter.
Who's watching this on Sunday. Yes, we actually had multiple Easter eggs in this episode.
Oh.
We have props now. Since you guys have given so much to our Patreon, we were able to afford a dozen eggs.
And some vinegar. And a little bit of dye. And we got it going. Now we have Easter eggs to show when we talk about the Easter eggs.
It's delicious.
And nutritious, actually.
So to go back to the whole Easter egg thing,
yes.
With the mutants, I feel like they're going the Bova thing. You know how we got Bova's milk as an ad in the background of WandaVision's grocery store scene?
Right.
And they're going to be sprinkling this stuff into the MCU as much as they can, but I think right now we're on what I would call a backlog of things they need to do, and mutants is something that they want to do right, and they want to do it so it's more impactful. I don't think they want to introduce the mutants during a catch-up show like this. I think they'll do it in something like a new property where they can have a fresh start, and some other stuff can build towards that. Not like, okay, here's almost the ending of Bucky's story, and it's going to be mutants too. So it's just I'm kind of devoted to Bucky, and I'm a fan of Bucky and all that stuff, and Captain America. I feel like Captain America fans are coming for this one. Right. And I think the mutants is better for Black Widow, the Inhumans kinds of stuff. And, maybe even Guardians of the Galaxy would be a more suitable place for the mutants, because then it would be a power exchange that would make more sense. Super soldiers and mutants in one show seems like a lot. But if they had brought in maybe someone like Omega Red, like all the leaks said they were going to in episode 3, it would have been different. But they could have cut him from final footage because of all the leaks and stuff like that. So we never know. But for me, I feel like I'm not waiting for mutants in the show. I'm trying to enjoy it.
I don't think mutants necessarily in the show. I think, like you were saying, I think setting up a little bit or hinting towards that direction might be a little bit more about what the show, because the show is not as mysterious really as WandaVision was. It's a little more in your face about stuff, and of course there are still questions that we have and that we can speculate on, but it's not as open-ended or interpretive as that show seemed to have led us. But it opens with a lovely commercial for the GRC, the global
Marvel and their great commercials.
Yeah. What is it called? Global Retro something Council?
Oh God, what is that called?
Repatriation.
Yeah, repatriation, which is
so basically re-dividing up the world.
Sending everyone home. Basically.
Yeah, dividing up the world and putting the people back in power. Pretty much exactly what the Flag Smashers hate. And a
reset. That's what they're saying. Reset. Fuck that.
Yeah. So we have a commercial obviously trying to portray them in a positive light, which leads directly into the GRC being right on a van with a police van.
Fucking come out strapped.
Yeah. U.S. agent
We're
comes
here to
out.
help you.
Johnny Walker over here. Johnny walking. And he walks on out and he's like, don't let them have any time to shred or move or breathe.
Yeah,
He was ready to take some names and kick some butt. What's up, Captain Comics? How you doing?
I like
man?
how he's using the shield to fucking just open doors. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, like that's all he's really used the shield for. Yeah, come on, kick down the door like everybody else. But yeah, so he goes in there into the little shop or whatever it is, and obviously
cafe.
they don't give him anything, and he gets all upset. You could tell he wanted to lay that dude out who spit right in his face, and I think he's going to. I think he's gonna do something, man. That is that's gonna give him away as like that dark version of Captain America that he truly is, because he's definitely a lot more violent and liberal with his use of force, I guess, than Captain America was.
He's a cop, dude.
Because
Cap, a fucking cop.
Yeah, because Cap killed people. Let's not be like Cap was so moral that he didn't kill people. Cap fucking killed people. Well, I mean, even in Winter Soldier, when he lands on that boat, just goes around the whole boat, kills people under a minute. I mean, so he straight up kills people. But I feel like U.S. agent is gonna slip up and kill for the wrong reason. You know what I mean?
He's gonna accidentally kill someone with that shield. Come on now, you can't throw the shield at someone and think that it's not gonna hit him in the trachea or something. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. How's he hitting people in the head, and the next scene is not just half their head split open? You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like everyone who takes a headshot from the shield and lives to see another day,
because it doesn't stop because there's a skull in its way. You know what I mean?
Because vibranium. It stops bullets, but your head stops vibranium. I don't know.
No. Your head takes all of the force because whatever objects acts on that shield gets 100% of its force back. So no matter what, that whole throw, all of that energy, that kinetic energy that it's taking, is getting transferred into the object it hits and then coming back. Yeah, it never took any kind of the kinetic energy never stops. It just fucking kills.
Right.
Back.
Let's say hello to the chat here. Remember, this show was filmed first and was originally going to be the first Disney show release before they reshuffled when the Rona hit. Goddamn Rona. What's up, Hauser? How you doing, man?
Hey.
Hope you're doing well. Daily Grand says, I can see John Walker turning into the character that Wyatt Russell played in Goon 2. Might be why they cast him in that role.
Right. What?
I didn't watch Goon 2, so I don't.
Oh, yeah, that's the hockey movie.
Oh, dude, I watched the first one.
Well, that one was
cheesy.
Yeah, that one. I mean, it's a hockey movie. It's gonna be pretty cheesy. Yeah.
Only 3 episodes left. That's right. We're halfway through the series now. No time to tell the full John Walker
Cody
story.
said that, I was so sad.
Think about it. We had a full Baron Zemo episode, so we might get a full John Walker episode. We have 3
for 1 minute.
We have 3 episodes left. And so, I mean, we got a full Baron Zemo kind of breakdown with this episode. So I think we still have time, I'm pretty sure, for a full John Walker, more maybe a little into his childhood or a little more to reveal his dark past.
I have a question for you.
Didn't say the movie was great. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question for you. So where is your Thunderbolts meter?
Bro, did you know that Mephisto is actually in the Thunderbolts, and that's how he's coming in to the MCU? Bro, my Thunderbolts meter is high enough that I bought first appearance of Thunderbolts. Let's put it that way.
High enough.
Yeah, it's high whatever between 0 and 100 is high enough to trigger me to actually buy a first appearance of Thunderbolts.
I guess there's the newsstand that everyone's going crazy for, so look out for that next month.
Which one? The Hulk 449 or the Thunderbolts one? The Hulk 449
and both of them.
Oh, both of them. Oh, okay, I got
they're in that rare newsstand category. So
yeah, definitely, because they're 90s books, right? They are 90s. So yeah, newsstands were definitely a little less common at that time. But yeah, so it was enough to trigger me to find a good deal. I was lucky enough to get accepted on an offer that I put in on eBay. And it was kind of a book that I've been slacking on picking up for the last 2 years, kind of knowing that I should pick it up. So I was like, well, it's either now or, 4 weeks from now where the price triples.
There's a lot of people out there kicking themselves that they didn't get Truth 1. And that was like a very obvious choice for months now. And every the spectacle of what's been going on with comic books. I don't blame anybody for missing things because there's just way too much.
There's a lot.
You can't.
Absolutely.
I really want to see a video where me and you kind of talk about this, but stretching yourself too thin in the comic book game, so where you can't make any gains because you're over speculating, and that I think that's one of the most important things you can really cover if you're going to be doing information videos. So maybe we should try to get something together.
Yeah, we should definitely try to do something like that.
I've bought things that were just like, did I really need 10 copies of it? Fortunately, yes, but I mean, sometimes it doesn't pan out.
Always need 10 copies of it. Yes.
Ultimate Fallout 4, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that definitely need 10 copies. All right, so we get to see angry Cap, and then
we spit on.
We cut to Winter Soldier, Bucky, and Sam, and they are going to visit good old Zemo. Good old Zemo.
Dude, this was the best scene in the entire episode.
Yes. The whole way that it plays out, man. Because it's perfect. Because I feel bad for Sam.
What if
he just gets
What if we
hypothetical?
I'm gonna walk you through a hypothetical. What'd you do?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, immediately. He's like, "What'd you do?"
What'd you do?
The funny thing with when he mentions Wakanda, he's like, "You think they forgot about it? That was a rhetorical question. They
did not forget about it." I mean, I feel that there's no reason they needed to forget about it.
Right.
Their king was murdered by many of you guys who don't know. King T'Chaka was murdered, and he would have had a very long life because fucking Wakandan technology. He probably could have lived fucking for years and years.
Right.
Was killed by Baron Zemo by a bomb at the USN.
Yep.
And that looks weird. So we can't assume we can't assume that Wakanda's just like, you know what Sam and Bucky are doing is cool. We'll let them do their thing, So
he's extremely intelligent. When Bucky walks in, he immediately starts reciting the words, even though he somehow knew that the Winter Soldier had been deprogrammed. He still wanted to see how Bucky would react. He's like, I still want to see how you reacted to the old words. Somehow convinces Bucky, I guess, a little trade deal for breaking him out of prison or helping him out of prison because Bucky's the one who throws the note to have the prisoner start the fight.
Smooth.
Smooth. So in exchange for that, Zemo offered to help, but of course we know that Zemo is most likely going to double cross somehow, some way in the future because of how he feels about Avengers or super soldiers, and Sam and Bucky are an Avenger and / super soldiers, so it's not gonna be like a huge surprise when Zemo turns around and tries to kill them.
We'll see that shit coming.
Yeah, not gonna get us on that one, Marvel. Marvel's like, Zemo is Mephisto. What? No.
I didn't see that shit coming.
What's up, Ian? How you doing, man?
That shit was crazy with the little note.
I
like that could have went all different kind of ways.
He's gonna try to kill you tonight. Kill him first, and then he's like, "All right."
That dude was wound up.
Doesn't ask any questions. They're playing chess, and he's like, "Nope." Which I love.
They're playing checkers. That's how violent they got. Like, checkers ain't a game where you get heated. And that dude just looks at him. He's just like, "Huh?"
I was gonna say I love how chess always ends up in the MCU, and that they're just always playing chess games here and there. It's like, oh, okay. But yeah, so then they Bucky and Sam in that warehouse. Dude, that was so funny. He's like, so hypothetical. He's just like, it's perfectly cut and edited too.
And then he comes walking in.
Yeah, and he just waltzes right on in. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, now now's a good time to tell you that I'm extremely rich. I have all of these resources that we can use. They're gonna make Zemo a hero thanks to us. Yeah, we'll never see that one coming. So they use all the resources. He goes into one of his million classic cars that he has from like the World War II era.
Oh yeah, and he has a fucking something from the 30s.
Yeah, it's
from the
dope.
40s. I think his grandfather and dad, they collected cars, obviously. And
That's a good assumption.
well, in the back of one was the jacket and the mask.
The jacket, the mask,
Maybe,
right?
maybe
Yeah.
there's a senior Zemo that we didn't get to see that was
The
in
golden
fact.
gun. I thought it was James Bond for a second. I was like, oh snap! He
Yeah.
got the golden gun, son. He just needs one shot.
I mean, I think they're going to go towards comic book accurate Zemo being his dad and how he is. That's another reason why he took up the Zemo mantle as like Baron Zemo, because his dad was like, probably. And you remember they say like in his house they found them and stuff. They never said that his house was small. That could have been a straight up mansion, like a fucking huge mansion that was like all of his shit and everything he knew. So now he's just nothing left to lose,
Right. Yeah, and I mean the mask looked pretty perfect on the as far as like how the comic book version of that mask is, which was really cool. And I guess I know he has gold like accessories or whatever in the comics too. So the golden gun was cool. Yeah, the jacket and mask definitely cool. But I still for a second I was like, James Bond, golden gun.
I want to be the mechanic.
But yeah, so then they're on the plane, they're going. Zemo has that little moment where he talks to him about the book. He's not very happy about, or Bucky's not very happy that he grabbed the book. They had a little Trouble Man soundtrack joke that they did.
Good album.
He's like, he's out of line, but he's right.
Yeah. He's out of line, but he's right.
Yeah. But then I think what's really important, the little soliloquy that Zemo had, where he's talking about, you're a super soldier, that becomes like a symbol, an icon, and then he's like, but what happens when we get past that is, people start to forget or overlook your flaws, and then you start to tear down cities, or innocent people die, and everyone's kind of looking past it because you have a star on your shield, basically.
You should at least have to pay a fine.
What's that?
They should at least have to pay a fine.
Yeah, like come on, man. Like I gotta pay a fine if I curse on the radio.
Sokovia invoice would have been way easier.
He don't even have to pay a fine when he kills someone. I gotta pay a fine if I curse on the radio. I mean, it's just
goddamn. It's crazy.
But I think that was a really powerful scene where they kind of showed more of Zemo's motive and why he is helping. Why he is helping Bucky and Sam. Why Bucky is able to kind of trust him at this point, because that's really his focus. Is he's got to stop these super soldiers.
And Bucky also has like a self-hatred because of what he's become. He didn't willingly go into that program, and his super soldier serum isn't the same one that was used on on Cap. So I mean, it probably did mess with his mind and give him a super soldier PTSD, if you will. So he is totally down to stop any kind of experimentation on anybody else, basically just out of pity, not so much like worried about the world getting taken over by super soldiers.
Right.
He just doesn't want anyone have to go through that.
Yeah, no, definitely. And what program was he? So if Cap and Red Skull were like weapons 1, what was Winter Soldier then? Like 2 or 3?
All right, so officially, Red Skull wasn't weapons 1. Red Skull was a doctor working with him that
like
tested
prototype, basically, because he just took it and tested it himself.
He just did it like Green Goblin did in Spider-Man 1. He was just like, back to formula. Back to formula.
Oh, classic Willem Dafoe. Dude, Willem Dafoe is on like every movie that has to do with superheroes.
And be Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get him in Doctor Strange. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I just want him to cameo in every single.
Me and Mary Jane are gonna have a heck of a time.
Oh man, I love that dude. But yes, we're sidetrack.
So to answer your question, he's like 0. He would be patient 0.
Red Skull is like 0. Okay.
Yeah. And then Captain America, and then Erskine dies, and they have to recreate the serum, and they use any kind of blood that they have at the time, and at the time they didn't really have anything but like his failed experiment stuff, his backlogs and stuff,
which is when they tested on
And
Isaiah
in the
and
comics,
299 other people.
right, in the comics, that doctor who starts working on the program only has Erskine's notes and stuff like that. So he needs 300 men to test this on. Out of 300 men, I think it's 5 or 6 survive, including Isaiah.
Oh, I thought it was just one. I thought it was only
No,
Isaiah.
there's a team.
Oh, okay.
In book number 2, it introduced you to the group of friends.
What's up, John?
In book 3, they start testing on people. The very first person it shows them testing on explodes.
Right.
Like fucking blows up.
Almost
literally
similar to the program in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, exactly. The Extremis, which is also derived from a form of Vita rays and things like that in the comics. But it's different in the movie. That's why I think we're not going to get half the shit people think we're going to get just because of name drops and stuff like that. Because Kevin Feige knows he doesn't want to be predictable.
Well, of course.
It's like he reads half a comic, throws it across the room, and picks up another one and connects them. It's like, who cares?
Do his own thing, exactly.
Silver Surfer at the very last episode is going to come in and fucking.
Oh, bro, I would be so happy. I would immediately have to change my pants.
Yeah, I would immediately have to go to my comic book boxes. Anyways, so we only have one super soldier officially, and that was Cap. Up until they ended up, kind of bringing Isaiah out of jail. Then he was officially,
well, they were still testing his blood, and that's where this doctor that we're gonna talk about in a few minutes here, and that's where he was deriving his super soldier serum, where he was the closest one to get it before he blipped. I was just curious what number, I guess, in the program Winter Soldier was, because I know they're saying that Abomination was weapon 6.
Yeah. Oh shit. So that was
because that is canon. Hulk is canon, that movie. Yeah, so if you were to
when they go to the Hydra guys, you'd go you'd have Cap, of course, you'd have Bucky. We could put Isaiah in between Cap and Bucky. Maybe. I don't know if he got his powers right after he fell or what they did. Assuming they, gave him powers right away to save him. But let's just say they're all in Bucky and Isaiah.
What about the Black Widow program? That's like a very
Red Guardian, probably from the 70s and 80s, because we just got something in the trailer that shows Harbor as a young man or younger man, and raising Black Widow and what's her name? Lena Belova.
Belova.
Yeah. So I would say that Abomination being weapon 6 only really works if we count Captain America as the one, and then the Hydra guys, the 6 that were
the Russian ones,
the ones in Siberia that got killed, they would all have to count as like 1, and then all the other like random
like one round. So like this round of 20 that the Flag Smashers have is considered like weapons. It's one round of it. Yeah, it's not like 20, because then we'd already be past Wolverine. Yeah, so it's just one. Each new batch, I guess, each new formula that they develop is how they tick it, I think.
Yeah, because Wolverine's 10. So
number 10.
Even if we did, because Wolverine we would have to have like 2 or 3 more super soldiers, or 2 more super soldiers to even get to Wolverine, and that's counting David Harbour, the 6, Isaiah. So, I mean, we probably have way too many super soldier serums going around in this fucking universe. Now that I'm thinking about it, 12 more on the table to be used. So Sharon Carter's going to get one. Ant-Man's going to get one.
Sharon Carter.
Could you imagine if Ant-Man got a fucking super soldier serum and his suit?
That would be crazy. JBK Stats says Baron Zemo is the power broker of Madripoor. I don't know about Zemo, dude. Everyone's saying Zemo or Sharon Carter, and I think
Sharon Carter, because she's so mad.
I don't know.
Has that.
I can't see. I think it's, dude. I don't know. It would be a crazy twist if Sharon was the power broker, but I really can't see that happening. That's just me. Like, she's definitely has a dark view on everything now, but I don't think it's that dark. I don't think she's gone evil over what has happened to her.
Telling stolen arts kind of.
She's good at killing, that's for sure. She's total badass in this episode.
Dude, that guy comes around the corner and dies.
Yeah,
he's just like, "Oh, I'm here for work." He fucking dies.
Well, I'm just trying to buy my kids some Christmas presents, and he fucking.
Dude, it could have been a dock worker. She didn't wait. He was just walking through, and he fucking died. I was cracking up. I was like, "Oh shit, dude, you're gonna be real late."
Yeah, we see like we see eyes, very briefly, like graffitied on the wall when they enter Madripoor. And it says the power broker is always watching.
Oh yeah,
yeah. There's like eyeballs. It looks like an older dude just from the graffiti, but you know who freaking knows at this point? They could have like the mystery out there. Nobody knows who the power broker is, so they're just drawing eyeballs. But yeah, so they enter Madripoor. What's that?
Broker of paintings.
Who's the broker of paint? What?
She's a broker. She said she sells.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the artwork. Yeah, the black market. The real art. Yeah, because she's like the stuff in the museums is knockoffs.
She was saying she has a shit ton of money, so I mean, she could very well be the power broker. She's throwing a huge party.
The party was pretty funny. All right, we're skipping ahead just a tiny bit though.
I'm just saying,
let's go back to where they're visiting the club.
We get spit on, and
yeah. Let's go back to where they're visiting the club. So they enter Madripoor, they go to the club. Sam is dressed as or disguised as Smiling Tiger, which is an X-Men, a little X-Men Easter egg there. Where's your Easter egg? We're talking about Easter egg.
Man.
Damn it, give me Cody. So if I remember correctly, Smiling Tiger is a villain. Very minor villain.
Very minor. So minor that it was actually kind of difficult to look him up.
Extremely minor villain. But a villain nonetheless in the X universe. So dude, oh my gosh, it was so funny when they're like the usual, and he's like, yeah. And they cut open a snake. Dude, you know how much I would freak out if someone just chopped a live snake in front of me and put that in my drink? I'd be like, dude, I'm an alcoholic, but you're not going to get me with that.
Not on my driest day, damn it.
I don't care how much alcohol you claim is in that shit. It ain't going in my face.
For my kids and fuck my wife, I ain't drinking that shit. I'm bad.
Yeah,
but he did though.
But he did it, dude. Props to Sam, man. He took that shot. I think Zemo was just kind of messing with him, though. Honestly,
why did he have his fucking phone on silent?
Right? Come on, you're going to a sketchy bar or club or whatever.
Service though, he was all the way in Madripoor, and he's getting phone calls.
Yeah.
God damn.
He got set up with that Stark technology. Stark Tech phone. But yeah, so it was amusing. Winter Soldier. You know what? I will say this. I really like the musical score of these episodes so far. It's really helped tell the story, and I really like how when Bucky has to like slip back into Winter Soldier mode to take out some of those guys, it just starts playing that Winter Soldier scream. Dude, oh man, I was like, I was hyped. I was ready for it. I was like, yes. Because even then Sam was like, you good? And Zemo was like, you can't break character at all. So no, that was so cool. I really like music being a part of the storytelling for film I think is important. So that played a big part for me. I was super hyped for that. Let's see. Was it the snake poison sacs in the Oh yeah, was it? I don't know.
Yeah, that was the snake poison gland. Which you can consume a snake's venom. It doesn't affect you that way. It has to make its way into your blood system. And if you eat it, your stomach acid is obviously going to destroy it. But if you have an ulcer, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I have no idea. Like, I didn't know it was his
snake's venom makes your blood coagulate.
Sac. I didn't know you were throwing sacks in there.
Yeah. Well, anyways, he's a badass if he's been drinking fucking snake venom because that's expensive as hell. They didn't even ask him for a credit card.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, who's picking up that tab?
Yeah, Zemo. They just see Zemo and they're like, he's already given it.
Every time he has a shot, you got to kill a fucking snake. Like that can't be good for the environment, bro.
Every
Like,
Wednesday, they got a guy in the back bringing them new snakes.
yeah, like come on, man. Like, where are we finding all these snakes that every time this dude
The snake
enters,
truck.
they have them like right there behind the bar, like they're
No,
expecting them to come
they
in.
feed them. You know, they feed the snakes
Yeah,
every day.
exactly. So you gotta find mice for the snakes. Like, this is an expensive drink, man. That's got to be $100 shot. That's got to be.
Like, the cat dude shows up, they're like usual, and they feed him the mice. Like, there you go. Everyone has their own animal they eat.
We can find anything for you here at Metropole.
Sloth. Don't got that one.
Yeah, I know. Okay, maybe not everything. So they go back to talk to that woman. What was her name again? Start with an S, I think.
Selby.
Selby, thank you.
Who is a mutant in comics, but is not shown to be a mutant in the show.
Well, she didn't last very long. Spoilers. Yeah, she gets sniped, son. Ew.
Yeah, by who?
By what? I mean, wasn't it
Sharon?
Yeah, wasn't it Sharon?
Why would Sharon Carter do that?
I don't know.
That lady didn't have a weapon.
Because she's the power broker. Nah. Oh my god, I'm on Justin's side now.
Get off the Thunderbolts train and get on the power broker train.
Yeah, so I mean, it was an amusing scene where Sam's phone goes off. He's like, "Oh yeah, the bank. Yeah, I've been laundering so much money at the bank. And you're like, I'm gonna kill that guy."
I was just like, it's like those one things where you remember 40-year-old version where they're like, "All right, did you have sex before?" And he's like, "Yes, lots of times."
Yeah, totally. The boobs, they were like bags of sand.
Bags of sand.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what Sam was doing with the with his sister. Oh my gosh, it was too funny with that phone call. But then of course she's like, Sam, and so then they have to throw down. Then there's like $1 billion bounty on their heads for killing
Crosshairs the whole time. Then, because as soon as she said kill them, she got fucking killed.
Well, then she was the one who put the mask up in the bar as soon as they walked in and dipped. Yeah, so she knew they were there, and so she dipped.
Always watching.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. What do you guys think? Power broker, Sharon Carter?
If you guys are interested in buying the first appearance of Sharon Carter, Tales of Suspense 75.
Damn, that looks trippy as hell. Damn, I didn't know they made holographic covers in the 60s.
Undervalued book.
That's wild.
And that one right now is really, really undervalued because a lot of Tales of Suspense books are.
Mm-hmm.
First appearance of Sharon Carter, first appearance of Batroc the Leaper, and obviously now the first appearance of the Power Broker.
No.
Predates. No, now retroactively predates.
Oh, they're gonna retcon Power Broker. Yeah, because of the show. Yeah, that's cool. That's good. No,
most likely.
No, it's Machine Man 6 or 7. 7, I think. Yeah. 7.
I really, really do want it to be Sharon Carter because she just seems pissed off, dude. She really seems pissed off. She's a lot of skin in the game, selling.
She got them out of there. I mean, they had to go on the run. They were being hunted and in the alley, and she's just like, "Bam, bam, motherfucker," and took them out, which was pretty cool. And then she's like, "All right, we need to talk." And then she throws her little party.
Oh, you know, the real brokers probably. Samuel Jackson.
Nick Fury.
Probably fucking Nick Fury.
Well, Nick Fury was dusted, so I don't think it's Nick Fury. Because they did say the Power Broker kind of rose to power during the blip.
I mean,
in Madripoor. So was Nick Fury? Did Nick Fury fake his death? He faked his own dusting.
Or was that Nick Fury?
Was it the scroll? Bro, now you're just getting too meta. Now you're just getting way too meta.
All right, so everyone gets shot up in there, and they have to escape. What's up, BMO? What's Zemo say first? Leave your weapons. Follow me.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking nuts. Like, they don't want them shooting back.
I guess he was trying to like lose the suspicion of them going through the streets with weapons. I don't know. Or he still had his golden gun, so maybe he was trying to fuck him over at that point, and then Sharon showed up. I don't know. Because they did get a name out of Selby, and that name was the Doctor.
I can never remember his name.
I can't remember his name either. I think it starts
his first appearance is right here. Truth number 1.
No, yeah, because he is the one who reverse engineered his version of the serum from Isaiah Bradley's blood.
In this
trial and error, got as close as anybody was ready to like make it new, different, sleek, everything that he was describing, and then he gets dusted. So then he comes back and he's recruited instead of by Hydra, now by the CIA to continue. Now, who do we know is part of the CIA that might be interested in a super soldier serum? Oh, Thunderbolt Ross, you say? Oh, okay. Well, that might be why I was tipped the scales enough for me to purchase a first appearance of the Thunderbolts.
Either way, even if it's not the Thunderbolts, we're still going to get a lot of the story elements from Thunderbolts.
Yeah, but it's just one of those it's one of those reach specs right now that I'm just like, maybe.
Thunderbolts is an easy reach spec though, because we heard 2 years ago that they're going to be doing a Thunderbolts movie, and I'm down for it. I was down for it before the shows were even announced. So let's get it.
Let's get it. So Sharon happens to know, which how does she know? But she happens to know where this doctor is located.
Mingling at a party
in the middle of a all these trailers or whatever they're called, storage trailers, boat trailers. What are they called? Actually, what are they actually called?
Storage containers.
Containers. Thank you. I was saying trailers. But yeah, so they go into this like thing, and Sharon's just murdering people left and right in the this like shipping yard.
Chilling, covering the
She's just slaying people. Slay queen, slay.
She's having a hard time, man. She really needs a super soldier serum.
Yeah. Oh.
And she gets really, really upset when he shoots the doctor, because she's the power broker and she's worried now that she has to kill these terrorists.
Not mad enough to kill him, but she did tell whoever the partner was when she got into the car that we have a bigger problem now.
That was the bigger problem.
I don't know, man. Victor says Sharon Carter is the power broker. It would be an insane twist for sure.
But Suspense 75. It's like a $40 book right now in some cases.
We do get some, extra info from the doctor. Zemo then decides that he's just going to kill this motherfucker so that he can't produce any more of the super soldier serum, because that is his goal, is to stop these super soldiers. So he takes this one out, which makes Bucky and Sam and Sharon be like, oh shit, he's probably about to take us out now. So they run, and he pulls up in the car. He's like, let's go, because he wasn't. It's not part of his plan to take them out at that point. I guess he still needs them for something else. We'll see what else he needs them for. But yeah, so I mean, but him walking out like full coat, mask, blowing up the pressurized container, that was badass, man.
Put that fucking mask on because it's fucking weighted, probably bulletproof.
You think it's bulletproof mask?
Yeah,
it'd be hard to breathe out of.
Jacket and the mask, most likely.
People complaining about a surgical mask in the time of the corona. Imagine having to breathe through the.
Well, Zemo's not an idiot.
Zemo mask.
He's fine. Anyone that's
imagine having to shoot a motherfucker through the Zemo mask.
You've worked painting. I mean, you fucking have to wear a mask.
Yeah, I wore those respirators while spraying,
and
dude.
Then you take it off
for 8 hours.
You got paint marks.
Dude.
It is what it is. So they kill the doctor. So obviously we have the 12 super soldier serums floating around with the other.
We know one of them's going to Johnny.
Which
Johnny boy.
Okay, so after that scene, we see Homegirl. Her mother dies and everything a little bit before that, and she's now radicalized and officially killing people now.
Carly?
By blowing bombs. Yeah.
So
I was totally on the Flag Smasher's side until they started.
So I think she's going to become more and more violent, along with John becoming more and more violent. I think it's going to be almost like a parallel. For sure, yeah. And because you could see her team member was visibly like shocked, surprised, horrified. He's like, what the fuck? Yeah, she just blew that car down. And what's up, TM Nerdy? How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah, she just took that building out. And so I think that she is definitely going to become more and more violent. because who can stop her?
No,
It's gonna become more of a. It's gonna become like a mentality that I can do anything, almost like the Homelander my mentality is like, I'm this strong, nobody suspects it from a little girl kind of thing. Like, so she can play that card too, and then it's gonna be like, but in reality, I can do whatever the fuck I want. So right now, she does have the I guess the correct agenda of helping people who have been displaced or whatever from coming back from the blip, and they don't have a home, they're in these shelters and everything like that. But when does it switch to
when does she just kind of dial it back and
when is it just like I can kill anybody I want to kind of thing? So she will definitely become a danger element, or more so than she already is.
Round 2 would be crazy though.
What's that? Oh, round 2 between them?
Crazy.
Yeah, because they'll know what they're up against for sure. But yeah, and that's pretty much that's not the end, right? Then what else? Or is it the end? No, it's not the end. Then they're following the newest lead, and Bucky gets he sees something. He's like, I'm going to take a walk.
Mm-hmm.
What does he see? Those little Wakanda beads, the little bracelet beads, and it's for is she the general?
She's AO.
AO.
Yeah. She is, I would say, the second in command. She
right. I knew she was high up there.
She is the guard that goes with T'Challa whenever he travels, and we see her in the war. She was the very first.
She's the one that said, "Don't get distracted or don't freeze." You froze.
No,
right?
That's Okoye. She is the leader. Stays in Wakanda most of the time, unless she needs to help with like more secret missions.
Gotcha. I need to rewatch Black Panther is basically what this means, which is not a bad problem to have. I love
Civil
that movie.
War, Black Panther. Watch those 2 in a row because Civil War is very important. I watched Civil War before this episode, before episode 3, and I swear to God, if you watch just the end of Civil War, just like the last 30 minutes,
right? Oh, that'll be my nighttime movie for tonight.
I would say
Civil War.
All of Civil War is episode 2.5 of that series. If you put Civil War in the dead center of 2 and 3, you'll be happy.
Okay. JBK's dad says she's gonna keep killing people until she reveals herself to be Mephisto.
Or exactly. Or Mephisto becomes a super soldier.
But AO shows up and she's like, "We want Zemo."
Mm-hmm.
Bring me Zemo!
Which is a couple different crazy things. And I spoke on the mutants thing earlier. And one of my biggest reasons why I believe we're not getting mutants is because we already have Zemo. He hates super soldiers. We're not going to get mutants because we already have one guy who already fucking hates super soldiers. He's going to fucking just switch right over and be like, oh, and mutants. Fucking mutants.
Yeah, he's going to become Trask overnight.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think that they need that much hate right now. In the show, I don't think they need to have all of that.
Right.
When they kind of already have enough going on with Zemo hating the Avengers hating themselves, and all that kind of crazy stuff. So fucking Black Panther's universe is now starting to bleed into this already complicated show, and for real, like if they would have had this before WandaVision would have been a fucking snooze fest.
You think so?
I would have been because I'm so like the adrenaline from the show alone is just like, oh shit, she just killed a guy. Oh, she just fucking killed another guy.
Because it did take a lot of it took a lot of people some episodes to get into WandaVision. I know you and I were right. Yeah, you and I were more hyped about it towards the end of episode 2, and it was good that they dropped 2 in a row. But for the first one, it definitely a lot of people took some time to get on the hype train for Wanda. Maybe you're right. If they did drop Falcon and the Winter Soldier first,
it would have been
everyone would have been expecting cinematic level show, and then gotten like TV level show with Wanda.
With the effects.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like this, because like I said, you can go back and now it makes the movies that much more watchable. Winter Soldier, start watching the Sam and Winter Soldier. Watch Civil War after episode 2, and then go into episode 3. And I swear to God, like I did that, and I was like, let's make Zemo 100% more badass, because you get to see his like really dangerous, aggressive side, and then you get to see his more like, oh fuck yeah, I'm out of prison side, where he's like, I'm gonna go fucking decadent. I'm gonna go do everything I normally do when I'm not trying to kill Avengers. You know, it was cool. It was a breath of fresh air. You know.
Yeah. So Justin is recommending all of us watch Civil War tonight, and
then watch
possibly
episode
also Black Panther. Well, Civil
Yes.
War episode 3 and the Black Panther, just to refresh yourself on Black Panther. But you could always watch Black Panther. I love that movie
Black
so
Panther.
much. Oh my
Civil War
gosh.
has AO in it. She is the woman who talks to Black Widow.
Yep.
You know, threatens to fight, and he's like, as much as I would like to see that.
Right. Yeah. He's like,
All of
stand
us would
down.
like
Stand
that
down. That would be an insane fight.
She's basically in charge of the intelligence and everything right now for Wakanda. And I wonder if this is a post Chadwick world where he has just passed away already, or if they're going to do that in Black Panther.
That's interesting, and maybe we're gonna get some leads in the next episode as far as
right there, it's like
what they're gonna do. Because I mean, it's gonna be sad either way how they present it, because Chadwick is just irreplaceable. But obviously, their story has to go on. So I don't know if she happens to mention anything about Shuri, that book is gonna go nuts, like explosive. If she happens to mention anything at all, but she's gonna be in the next episode. There's
Wakanda. That's all I needed.
Yeah. So obviously she's gonna be in the next episode. Obviously it's gonna be Bucky trying to stop her from killing Zemo and trying to somehow explain that we need Zemo, and then Zemo's gonna double cross them, and then she's gonna be like, I told you we should have killed Zemo. Like that whole thing is gonna go down, but it's a matter of like how much small talk are they gonna have? Are they gonna fill us in a little bit about what's going on in Wakanda? Are they gonna maybe tell us about who's the leader, or kind of still play it that the Black Panther is still leader right now? Like they're going to worry about that down the line a little bit. I mean, I'm not.
Kill him? Is he going to have to like really protect Zemo against Wakanda? Motherfuck that.
Well, I feel like even though Black Panther T'Challa had stopped Zemo from killing himself, he would have been the one to show up hunting Zemo.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That vengeance was still hot in his blood. Like it was definitely, because he was like, the living are not done with you, but he still wanted him to pay reparation for what he did. So for him escaping, I think that definitely would have triggered Black Panther to come out. But since we get AO, I think they may reference something.
I mean, that's the next, aside from Okoye or Shuri, that's the next best person you can have in the hierarchy, because she
definitely watch Winter Soldier.
And Adoma Laje, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, is royal affairs. Like that is Wakanda's special. Like you send them when you want them to get something done. You don't send anyone else, because they just show up and get done. And they're scary as hell,
Right.
Vibranium weapons.
TM Nerdy thinks we're going to get Thunderbolts with Zemo leading.
Yeah,
so Zemo.
That's what people want.
Zemo forming a team of the Thunderbolts. That would be pretty interesting, I think, going forward. But who knows? I mean, I'm here for the ride. There's 3 more episodes. We're halfway there, and then we don't get anything until Loki, which is next month. But by that time, it'll be like, hey, we got Loki next week.
It's just so good that we're gonna have one. We got Comic Cons back. I went to
they're coming back.
I have Comic Cons in my area
today.
Comic Cons in his area. I'm flying out to the ones that are with him.
Yep.
And he's flying out to the ones that are with me.
Yes.
So we're gonna be doing nothing but going to Comic Cons and watching in real time these books go up for sale, because you can't always trust eBay. Our sales on Instagram are sometimes even higher than the eBay sales. So this is the kind of stuff
I've seen some crazy stuff, recently.
The kind of stuff that everyone needs to be watching, because eBay is no longer the marketable point to anything because of taxes and all that. So
because of taxes, because of how easy it is to manipulate. I mean, we could make a whole video just on
Yeah.
just on that, just the do not believe what you see on eBay type of thing. There are plenty of outliers of people trying to force books up. But yeah, so I'm excited for the next episode. I know this kind of wraps up for this episode. We got it done, knocked it out, wham bam, thank you, ma'am, in a little less than an hour here. Anything you want to plug for this week, Justin?
Monday I have a what I would call a fund my collection auction. On Monday I need to sell a bunch of books that I just picked up and some others that I've been stowing away for an emergency like this. I found a collection that I need to buy in Michigan, and I think that's what's going to go to.
Perfect. So follow at Comic Talks on Instagram, please, and pay attention to, you said Monday evening, I assume.
8 p.m.
You're going to have some fire. I saw a couple of the posts that you had put up today. Some stuff you found. Look at that. Hey, a couple of the cocoons. Okay.
Person that leads.
But that booty with the puma.
We have Cathon.
Hey, there you go.
Scarlet. We got Todd McFarlane.
First Todd on Hulk. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Umar, which is a speculation for Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Dankenstein.
I love that cover. It's a pity it doesn't sell for more. I know X-Men's getting a lot of attention recently.
Put your foot out there.
X-Men has been getting a lot more attention recently, as it should, obviously, with all the hints. Oh, look at that.
First appearance of Lockheed. That's the dragon that Magic is friends with. First Sinister. Which could be the power broker.
Oh my god.
Anyone could be the power broker, dude. I could be the power broker.
Everyone's saying, yeah. Oh, there you go. First Mordred.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, not first Mordred, but first Cathon.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's those are just some of the keys that are going up. I have lots and everything like that going up on Monday. Always a fun time. Even if you don't buy anything, you're always welcome to come talk to us. I prefer that everyone come in and talk comics and stuff like that. It is an auction, but it's also a hangout for us to drink and have a good time.
Definitely. So that's what
official, unofficial auctions that are out there.
So that's the good stuff going on with Justin. I might do a small claim sale, $1 to $3 books type stuff starting on Wednesday is what I'm thinking. And then we have our huge we have a huge auction on next Sunday because we're doing Charlotte Comic-Con on the 11th and coming in strong and hot with that. Justin's flying in on Saturday night with Cody, which means we might be able to do all in one room our little video for next week about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So
for sure.
We'll get to watch it together, and then
Cody's bringing the laptop and the HDMI, so we'll be able to watch it in the room as a refresher. And
I mean, in the room, we'll watch it right here.
We're gonna be at your fucking house.
We're gonna be at my house, bro. We're gonna be chilling right here.
Staying in hotel rooms.
I know we stay in so many hotels, but it's good. It'll be good to just actually stay here at the house. So
many bottles of those little lotions they give you.
I have so many rolls of toilet paper. It's ridiculous. During this toilet paper crisis, I was actually just renting hotel rooms and taking shit there.
It was cheaper.
it was. Oh man, it was great. Yeah. All right, so that's what's going on with us this week. We appreciate you tuning in. If you have any crazy theories about what's going on in the show, feel free to comment. Please remember to like, subscribe to both of us. And as always, stay villainous. Thanks for tuning in.